they played awesome. Forced some throws, made some plays. Offensively, we got to hold on to the football through two, and can't have that. But gritted it out. That was a team win right there.
Look, you didn't have you had some guys missing today. You had guys that haven't really played much running fast patterns for you. So what does it say that you guys were able to get this thing done with a depleted lineup?
Yeah, again, guys stepping up, knowing their job, knowing their assignment, and going out there and executing. Can be cleaner. That's me. So again, just making sure we're communicating well, and just trying to hold on to the football, and we got to play better on offense.
How big was that drive at the end to put it away? Because it was still a game at that.
Yeah, that was awesome. And we always talk about ending the game on our terms, and having the ball. I don't know. There's probably 7-8 minutes left. I'm not really quite sure. But going down there and getting 6 the way we did it, it was a long, grueling drive, and got a lot of guys that just gritted it out. And guys are hurt, playing through injuries. So I'm proud of our guys.
8-2 now.
What a do, YouTube is Coffee. Tapping back here, man. And I feel like Josh is being a little hard on himself here. Let me know your thoughts on the game and if you believe that to be so as well. I mean, there was sometimes the offense could have did a little more, I guess, but I never for a second felt down about the Bills' performance, Josh's performance, although he did get his 3rd pick, but was that 3 picks in 3 weeks with having no INTs up until that point. It reminds me of a few years back when Josh was pickless through, 4 or 5 weeks, and he got ripped off on that pass to Croft in the game against the Rams where we won at the walk-off touchdown as time expired in untimed play. It was like they flucked Josh on that one. And I don't know, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Josh this year. He just continues to grow as a quarterback. Obviously, the dude wears a cape 80% of the time out there. He's just that dude. He's just the truth. He can just extend plays. He has a cannon for an arm. It's a guy that learned he was throwing the ball the wrong way all along and rebuilt his whole throwing motion and everything like that. And I don't know, I saw a pretty good game from the Bills. You talk about, and Josh Allen, you talk about injuries, next man up. That was something we were seeing a lot last year. A lot of injuries, especially defensively. These Bills teams, since the Super Bowl window has been open year after year, teams get bit with the injury bug, but it always just feels not quite like the Bills, and more on the defensive side of the ball. I keep pointing out to that playoff game last year where we literally had to go get a linebacker off the couch, who didn't officially retire, but more or less was done with football. But he was persuaded to come back for this game because he was familiar with the team, with the schematics and everything of the defense. And who was all out? Keon, Amari Cooper. Again, is that 2 weeks of no Amari? A lot of injuries. But the offense still did their thing, man. And how about Khalil Shakir, man? Am I bugging it, or did I see something that he is #1 with the yak when it comes to the yak yards after a catch? If not, he's right up there doing his thing. Him and Josh continue to build a great chemistry. And how about Dawson Knox, a guy that we saw so much production from, but obviously with newer tight end Kincaid coming in and different things happening, he's in a way kind of become the forgotten member of the Bills offense. But he was making some plays out there yesterday. He had an amazing, important, integral catch on that one drive. I'm loving it. I'm just, as a Bills fan right now, I feel great. And we're talking about the defense. Bernard was back out there running around, making plays. Tyler Rapp with the hat trick for the team, the 3rd INT at a point in time where technically the Colts were still in this game. But I personally never felt like they were in the game, really, even though, the Bills are the better team. And that's something that we've done and that I point out over and over again when I'm chopping it up with my fellow Bills Mafia, which I'd love to hear from y'all in the comments, as well as all you other football fans out there. Make sure to subscribe, join the discussion and all that. But I bring this up over and over again, right? During the drought era, during the Patriots dynasty, how many games was there? There was quite a few where the Bills took the Patriots damn near to the limit, or other great teams like the Ravens, the Steelers, the one year where Fitzpatrick took over the starting job from Trent Edwards. Trent started the first 2 games against the Dolphins and the Packers, and it was a straight up joke. And Fitz came in and showed his gunslinging ability, which had already been put on display at his time with the Bengals and with the Rams. Like, there was no reason Trent Edwards should have won the starting gig that year, Chan Gailey's first year with the Bills. Or I believe that was 2010, not 11. 11 was the year we started out 4-0 with beating the Patriots. But what I'm getting at is that year, 2010, we started out, what, like 0-8, or we finished 4-12, but there was like a 3-week span where we went to OT and lost against the Ravens, against the Steelers, and there was another team, I think. Or just the point is like, and we did this with the Patriots multiple times, that one year, opening game, the year when T.O. was with the Bills, his first game as a Bill, I don't think he had a reception, but Fred Jackson and our one tight end had 2 beautiful touchdowns to start the game. Freddie on a screen pass. I can't remember that tight end's name, Sean something. Comment Bills Mafia if you remember. He had an amazing one where he dove for the pylon that we saw over and over again for years on the NFL Red Zone ad. You know, like it was one of those just work of art plays that were just so dope to watch, you know, like poetry in motion. And we lost that game. The Otis McKelvin fumbles a kickoff return, and the Patriots score and tie it up to Watson. And I think they went right back to Watson on another play. I can't recall, but what I'm getting at is there's a lot of games, specifically it happens often in interdivisional games, rivalry games, right? Where a team that is just nowhere near as good as another team will take that team to the limit, but the better team just makes one more play. They just come through in the clutch. They just do what needs to be done in crucial moments. And this Bills team has continued to do that. And that's what's being said about Rapp's interception there. You know, like I said, I never for a second felt like this game was out of reach or we were going to lose to the Colts. They had those 13 unanswered points, and then after that, it was all Bills. And I get it, you know, having a pick 6 by Teron Johnson to start the game. Then getting another INT, we only came away with 3 on that one. Like, typically, generating turnovers like that, and the momentum going how it goes, you're supposed to smash that team. And in a way, in a sense, to me, we kind of did smash them, even though it wasn't a total blowout, but it kind of was. Just the Colts were never going to win this game. But man, what a nice pick by Rapp. What an amazing season from Rapp thus far. And I want to point that out again and just stress that the Bills secondary, where there was a lot of worry and question, you know, what's it going to be like with the dynamic duo, Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde gone. Poyer down there in Miami enjoying the benefits of, you know, light work when it comes to the taxes as opposed to New York State. And I don't even, is Micah Hyde even with the team? I don't think he is. Like, these dudes are dope. I love them dudes. I hated to see them go. I'm a fan that often like puts my heart into Ish. You know what I'm saying? Like when the Bills cut Fred Jackson, your bro right here, Coffee, was heartbroken. You know, he was the heart and soul of this team for so long. Shady McCoy, the way we did Shady, it was a little different. Hell of a player, a franchise player. What he meant to the team wasn't the same as Fred Jackson, but there's just a lot of guys that I've seen gone over the years, and I'm like, damn, B, like don't do that. I don't want to see that happen. You know what I mean? But we saw last year, like Poyer made a great play in the playoff game, that strip on like the one when, who was it? Was it Kelsey? Someone was extending for the touchdown, and he knocked the ball loose, and it went out the back for a touchback, and totally flip-flopped the momentum in a major way. Like, kept us in the game where the game was seemingly going to be out of reach. We flucked around and flucked up, having DeMar Hamlin, that asinine fake punt call, and just the fact that we had a hurt punter punting that cost us major, two big possessions where he had like a 15-yard or a 20-yard, but it was just terrible, and it made no sense as well. The fact that we brought in another punter during the week because dude was injured, and then we played the injured punter, you know what I mean? And of course, Bass, who recently, he could have kept us in that game, but recently Bass has redeemed himself, setting a franchise record and, keeping it consistent since then. And speaking of franchise records and just NFL records, period, Josh Allen made major history running a 13-yard go-ahead touchdown late in the second quarter yesterday against the Colts, and that was his 57th rushing career touchdown, right? And as far as the Bills franchise, that ties him at number 2 with OJ, who you talk about achievements, accolades, stats, records, stuff like that. OJ was the first ever 2,000-yard rusher in a single season, and did it in a 14-game season. RIP to the Juice, man. And then when it comes to NFL records, Cam Newton, quarterback rushing touchdown, 75. So Josh at 57, to me, I think it's clear he is going to surpass Thurman Thomas, who is number 1 with 65 for the Bills rushing touchdowns, and Killer Cam. I think he's going to break both those records, the franchise and the NFL quarterback all-time rushing touchdown list. Like, comment and let me know what you guys think about that, if you believe that Josh is going to get it done. But I loved it yesterday. I wasn't tripping or upset for a second. There wasn't anything that I saw that had me bugging. Again, I love the way our secondary's been playing, with all the question and worry about this season, if there was going to be a weak part defensively. I think they've held up well. Dawkins getting them penalties I didn't like, but all in all, man, I think Josh Allen was being a bit hard on himself. I think it was a great W. What are we now? 8-2, and man, Bills, we're rolling. Super Bowl window's open. When do we got the Chiefs coming up? Pretty damn soon. I'm loving it. Go Bills. Let's do this thing, man. Everyone, let's discuss it. Got another NFL bid on the way. About to get active on that one. But it's the Bills, baby. We coming for that crown. Much love to y'all. It's Coffee signing out. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll get with y'all on the next one. Peace.